Welcome to Verse Breakdown. My name is Enwedwa Nomarin, and the verse for today is Luke chapter 17, verse 10, which reads, So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, We are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. Jesus Christ was saying this to the disciples to prepare their minds for the reality of worshiping God. You see, God is not the kind of person who is very involved in our natural lives. And obviously, you should understand that because of how big He is in heaven, our righteousness, our evil, and so on doesn't really affect Him, and therefore doesn't mean so much to Him. And we can understand this with what Eliphaz said in Job chapter 22 and verses 2 and 3, which reads, Can a man be profitable unto God, as he that is wise may be profitable unto himself? Is it any pleasure to the Almighty that thou art righteous? Or is it gain to him that thou makest thy ways perfect? Therefore, it's for our own good that we worship and serve God. So when we are called to the faith, if we read John chapter 6, verse 44, and we become a part of God's fold, we should see that as grace, as like being invited to serve in a rich man's house. You should feel privileged, and that idea of serving God should be everything to you. It should be satisfying. That's why David said in Psalm chapter 84, verse 10, that to be like a doorman in God's house is all that he wants. It was satisfying. It was better than living in the tents of the wicked. So we should be satisfied and grateful to God for that, not feeling entitled and deserving more. And to understand this, look at what John F. Kennedy said in his inauguration. He spoke about how it's not about what your country should do for you. Feel like because you live in a good country, contribute to it. Be thinking about how you can serve it, to improve its economy, and so on. He said, Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. And David was the kind of person who acted like this to God. That idea of worshiping God was everything to him. He didn't need to be rewarded to love God. He was a man after God's heart. If you read 1 Samuel chapter 13, verse 14, and Acts chapter 13, verse 22, which is why generally, without God doing anything, without Him rewarding him heavily all the time, he just loved that idea of serving God. He fulfilled Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5. So that was why when God would bless him by making him a king and so on, he was surprised. He was shocked. He was like, Who am I that you should be making me king and promising that my house will last forever? And if you read 2 Samuel chapter 7 from verses 18 to 29 and 1 Chronicles chapter 29 from verses 14 to 17. But some people, when they get that, they feel like that's what we deserve. God should be grateful that I even bothered to worship Him in the first place. God is looking for people who are grateful, who feel like when they worship Him, they are doing something special. They are privileged to be doing so. You can contrast David with people like Jonah. Jonah was the kind of person who felt like God should be doing what He wants, which is why when he preached to the people of Nineveh that if you don't repent, God is going to destroy the city and so on. When God forgave the people because they repented, Jonah felt angry in Jonah chapter 4 from verses 1 to 11. He felt like God should have acted upon His words. He felt like He should have been thanked by doing what He said. But if you look at, once again, people like David, that's different. So what Jesus Christ was saying was that we should feel grateful and not be thinking about what we're not getting or feel entitled to certain things. Like we deserve to be blessed by God. These examples help us understand this. And look at the Zebedees. In fact, the Zebedees were actually close to Jesus because, they were His disciples. They came to Him in Mark chapter 10 in verses 35 to 45, desiring to occupy certain positions once they were to go to heaven. They felt like because they were followers of Jesus Christ, they deserved to be certain. They deserved to have certain positions. But once again, in that Luke chapter 17, verse 10, Jesus Christ said that we should rather look at ourselves as unprofitable servants and worshiping God as our duty. As in, like, it's our responsibility and we don't necessarily need to be rewarded or thanked for doing so. Just as how a servant shouldn't be looking for the master to thank him, or an employee shouldn't be wishing that the supervisor or the CEO of the company always be coming to him and say, thank you. No, you just do your job. So that is generally what Luke chapter 17 verse 10 means, which reads, So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, We are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Have a great day, and God bless you.